Hello, everybody. Today I'm going to talk about the Song Dynasty of China from 960 to 1127. First, the Song Dynasty is divided in two parts. The first part is called the Northern Song Dynasty, capital in Kaifeng. It was a united dynasty, although not wholly united like previous dynasties, such as the Han Dynasty and the Tang Dynasty. It doesn't include some northern territories which was occupied by the Liao Dynasty. The second part is called the Southern Song Dynasty, capital in Lin'an. Now it's called Hangzhou. The Southern Song Dynasty was not a united dynasty. It only occupies South China. Both dynasties, they were very prosperous, and the Southern Song Dynasty was more economically prosperous than the Northern Song. I can give some examples about the Song's economy. During the Northern Song period, China's GDP was 3 times that of Europe. During that period, only Italy in Europe could match China in terms of economy. And the capitals, Kaifeng and Lin'an, they had more people and they were more prosperous than capitals of later dynasties such as Ming and the Qing dynasty. If we compare the Song dynasty and the Qing dynasty, we can find a very, very big difference, which show us that China's economy had become much less developed several hundred or 1,000 years after the Northern Song dynasty. For example, although the Northern Song dynasty's population was just around 70 million, that was about 1/6 of the later Qing period. The Northern Song had a much bigger finance revenue. It's about 3 to 4 times that in the Qing dynasty. So we can do the math. The population was only 1/6, but the revenue was 3 times, at least 3 times. So the Northern Song dynasty's revenue per capita is 18 times that of the Qing dynasty. Of course, we can say tax rates were higher in the Song dynasty, but it must be the truth that the Song's economy was much more advanced than later dynasties. We can also compare the Song dynasty with the Republic of China period. In 1916, that was the 4th year after the founding of the Republic of China, the first republic in Asia. Although at that time in 1916, China's government revenue had already improved dramatically over the later Qing period, but it was still 20% less than that in Northern Song dynasty. We can also see other examples, such as officials' revenues. We can also look at the stability. The Song Dynasty was the most stable period. I mean, internally stable period. Because if we look at Chinese history, most Chinese dynasties and all other united Chinese dynasties, they were ended at least directly by internal turmoils, especially peasants' rebellions. But during the Song Dynasty, there were no very big scale peasant rebellions, which suggests the Song's economy was very good and people enjoyed a relatively stable and comfortable life. Means the Song government, just its administration was efficient and successful. I think this is due to its commercialization and industrialization. Also, we can see that the state played a much bigger role in the Song's economy than previous and later dynasties. Now we just talked about the successful aspects of the Song Dynasty, but it also has some failures. The biggest failure is its military. Just as I said, the Song Dynasty, even the Northern Song Dynasty, is not completely united. It doesn't include some northern territory, and each year it had to pay some money to its northern neighbor, the Liao Dynasty. It's not a lot of money, but it's unprecedented for united China. It's just less than 1% range annual income. We are talking about the Song Dynasty, but they were ended anyway. They were ended by foreign invasions. The Northern Dynasty was ended by the Jurchens. The Southern Dynasty was ended by the Mongols. This suggests the unsuccessful sides of these two dynasties. So when we study the Song Dynasty, we should also remember this. We can also look at some aspects of the people's lives of the Song Dynasty. So the agricultural is not very big. It doesn't mean if the economy is much better, doesn't mean people eat more or even wear more clothes. It just means they have a bigger industry sector and a bigger service sector. People just enjoy their life more. They just play more, just a lifestyle like this. They have more, let's say, iron output. They have more, just for example, they have more just like entertainment. This style. Just people, we can say in this respect, we can say the Song's economy is much more modern, because modern means more service sector, more industry sector, right? But unfortunately, it has a very weak military. Otherwise, if the Song Dynasty hadn't been ended by foreign invasion, I think maybe China would have been much prosperous in the modern society now. I haven't studied very deep into the Song's economy and other topics by now. I hope in future I can give you guys a more detailed and clear picture about the Song Dynasty and its comparisons with other periods. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.